Hey guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So today, as you can see, I have finally got my hands on one of my favorite mini GT models, which is the Red Bull RB18 from the Formula 1 2022 season with car number 1 from Max Verstappen. This is the model number 520 and I have waited for this model for quite a few months now and I finally have it now. It just got released from its very late pre-order. As you can see, comes in this standard mini GT box. Nothing too special about it, but what's special about it is inside the box. So let's take it out and take a closer look at the car itself. So here is the car, and if you just take it out and appreciate the details of this car, I mean, it is quite spot on. The details are very clearly visible on this one. Mostly all the details are present on this car. It is a full metal body. So without wasting any time, let's take a closer look at it. So as always, starting with the front of the vehicle, you can see we have this beautiful nose cone in this sort of very dark blue color. It is not black, it is slightly bluish in color. I don't know if the camera is able to pick that up or not. So you get the Red Bull at the front and the Bybit logo in this carbon fiber finish look, which looks very nice indeed. And if you look at both the inside of this winglet and the outside, you can see we have the Mobile One logo on the outside and the other logo on the inside, which I cannot pronounce, so I will not do that. On the front of the nose cone, you can see we have this tiny logo, which I currently forgot what it is, so I am just going to skip that. But you can see that you cannot actually make out of what the symbol is, and rightfully so, because as you can see how small this is compared to my finger. Now if you move to the top, we can see we have the main sponsors logo there along with the car number 1. As you can see, it is a decal. You can see it is sort of a sticker that is stuck onto the main body separately. In heavy lighting you can clearly see it, but if you were to put it in normal room lighting, then I don't think that would be a huge issue. So as you can see, all the logos are clearly and nicely painted. You can make out each and every one of them. That's pretty nice. Then you have these sort of aerodynamic parts that I think are the cameras. You also have this camera over here. Now if you look at the suspension, I think this is by far one of the best detailed suspension I have seen in any of the Formula 1 models that I have reviewed on this channel so far. Even the rod that connects the wheel is painted in black so that you don't have that silver lining going between. So that's pretty nice as well. It is quite flimsy though. You can see if I just take it, you can see how flexible it is in terms of the movement, but it does not break at that point, so that's pretty nice. You have this new pins over here that go over the wheel with the Hard Rock Cafe logo, and it is in its original carbon fiber finish look, as you can see, which looks very nice. The inside, however, as you can see, it is just simple flat black, no carbon fiber finish given there. Now let me just talk about the details that they have missed, and if they were to put that detail in this car, I think this car would have gone a solid 10 out of 10 for me, and that is the rim painting. So on the outside wall you can see we have the Pirelli P0 white wall tire, hard compound it is, but for the front tire it is also printed on the inside in the real car, which is not the case here. As you can see, it is just simple black. This is a detail that I have talked about for the Burago models and the tarmac models as well, and both of them are now painting the inside of the tire wall as well. But Mini GT, this is their first model I believe for the Formula 1, so I think I can let that go for now. But for the future model, I don't think I won't be able to let it go, because now that I think of it, it has become one of the major details that I look for in a Formula 1 model. So solely for this reason, I am going to give it a 8 out of 10. Now if you look at the bargeboard area, as I have said before many times, it is a lot simpler now, so detailing it now is quite easy task for model makers. But these are the little things that make it your worthwhile, which is the carbon fiber finish look that is given to this whole floor, as you can see, and how different it is from the main body. As you can see, looks pretty nice, along with the sponsors there as well, which are quite nicely visible both on the cockpit side and on the wings there. As you can see, looks pretty nice. Also, if you start to move to the cockpit, you can see we also have a driver inside with the driver body painted and the very nice helmet on top. So again, I think this is the first car with the driver actually sitting inside the car with a full body paint on as well, because in the Burago models there is a helmet, but the body is not painted in this much detail, and in the tarmac works it is completely missing. So I took the liberty of taking this car apart, and as you can see we have Max Verstappen sitting right over there, and you can clearly see now how detailed the body of the Max Verstappen's physique is. Also the helmet detail, you can see they are quite detailed for what the size is. You can clearly see how small this helmet is compared to my thumb over there. So it is not as much detail as the Burago ones, but still if we take into account of this size of this model, then I think it is quite okay. And you can see the whole floor there, how the design of it is actually is. So pretty nice. So let me just put it back together and continue on with our review. One more thing that you have to note over here is that you can see the hands of Max Verstappen, which are actually slightly offset from the steering wheel, but they are quite close. I mean, it is only like millimeter or maybe half a millimeter distance. So this really shows like how the quality of this particular model is and how tight the tolerances are. And you can see the steering wheel also have some, or I should say none of the details. It is just a simple steering wheel with the holes inside it and a area cutout for the screen, and no knobs or buttons or any color sort of like that. It is quite standard with Mini GT to put a black interior, but I think they have broken their streak with the Max Verstappen now. And coming out of the cockpit, you can see it is absolutely littered with stickers all around the car body. It is not a McLaren, so you get all the stickers pre-pasted from the factory, not like you will get some decals and you have to paste them yourself, which is quite a hassle. You can see the front scoops with the carbon fiber finish as well. Looks quite nice. And also the mirrors, if you see, they are placed in their respective spots perfectly, so no skewness or something like that is going on. And as always, these mirrors are without their reflective surface inside them. Quite standard with Mini GT. I have to stop complaining about them because I am getting tired now. The front intake, I think it is one of the best details intake I have seen on a 1:64 scale, given that I have only reviewed Tarmac Works, but this one still looks pretty nice. The T-cam on the top is painted black as it should be. Then you get this, and then you get this nice yellow and red Red Bull logo, which is quite standard with, I think, for some time now since they started out. So this livery hasn't changed even one bit apart from some sponsors in 2023 as well. At the sides there we can see we have the Oracle logo, and if you go further down you can see we have the Siemens logo and some other logos as well, which let me just try to focus my camera so that it can read it out. I don't think it will be visible, but for someone who know what these sponsors look like, I think it will be a quite easy job for them to figure it out. The bottom one from Siemens is, I think, is the HP. Apart from that, I don't know the other two logos. We have the Red Bull logo there along with this red line that goes all the way to the front with the Honda logo. As you know, they ended their partnership but still uses their engine, which is quite strange. And also you get the number 1 at the back as well. Now if you look at the bottom, it is not much different from any other Mini GT. It is a flat base as it should be in a real Formula 1 car, because you won't be revealing any of your secrets to your rival. The ground effect fins, as you can see, are quite placed perfectly. So Mercedes, Ferrari or any other team looking for the Red Bull Pro, this is how it looks like. So you can improve your car for your next season. Now coming to the back, this is another masterpiece from Mini GT. The suspension over here looks absolutely fantastic with the track rod being painted black, so you won't be able to see it anytime soon. Although let me just try to see if it is possible to see it or not. Yeah, I think it's not. It is not showing up from any of the angles, but that is beside the point. The suspension looks absolutely beautiful and incredibly detailed, I must say. Now if you talk about the back wing and the DR system, you can see that the slit is, I think, cut out for it, but it is not that prominent. And you can see we have the Bit logo again with the DRS actuator that actually opens and closes up the DRS system. Verstappen one time tried to press it 50 times, but it still didn't open, so maybe Mini GT took the inspiration from that particular race, but still looks pretty nice. I have yet to see the Formula 1 models of 2022 in this particular scale, so I will just wait for a few months, and once they are out I will do a quick comparison video on both of them. Now if you look at the sides there, again you can see we have the Mobile logo and the Tezos logo again on both the ends. Pretty nice to see that. Also on the inside, as you can see, we have logos printed on it, both the side as well. Now this portion over here, I think, is the best detailed portion that I have seen in a Formula 1 car so far, which is the exhaust system. And this is by far, I think, the best exhaust I have seen in Mini GT so far. It almost looks like a straw. I cannot see the end of it, so that is a very nice detail. And also if you look at the energy saving light at the bottom, it is absolutely perfect. I mean, I cannot say any other word in regards to this. Burago hasn't done it, and Tarmac Works, just it's like a complete mess for them. But for Mini GT, I think they have done it absolutely perfectly. The LEDs are in a straight line in a complete grid with this fluorescent thing around it, and it just looks so much real. It almost feels like a Mini Champs or a Sparks model in a smaller size. So, and beneath that we have the diffuser, which is almost non-existent. It only has these two fins. So that is, guys, the Red Bull RB18 from the Formula 1 2022 season with car number 1 from Max Verstappen. A pretty nice model and a must-have model for any of my Formula fans that watch this channel. So apart from the painting of the inside of this tire, I think this is a perfect model to have in your collection, The details are quite spot on. You get the driver body and the helmet as well, and it is fully made out of metal, so it is quite nice and heavy in your hands. So thanks for watching the video guys, hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you have any doubts or comments regarding this video, you can comment down below. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. So until then, I will catch you all in the next one.